Look in the mirror. Really look, what do you see? Beyond the surface reflection, past the carefully crafted image you show the world, deep in those eyes staring back at you, there's a truth you've been avoiding. That subtle unease in your stomach, that quiet voice in your head whispering something needs to change, it's getting louder, isn't it? The clock is ticking, and deep down you know it. Every second that passes is a moment you'll never get back. Every day you postpone the necessary changes is another brick in the wall between you and your potential. The cost of waiting isn't just time, it's life itself. Your life. The one you're meant to live, not the one you're settling for right now. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How many dreams have you postponed? How many promises to yourself have you broken? The brutal truth is that tomorrow is a luxury you can no longer afford. The time for change isn't coming, it's already here, breathing down your neck, demanding your attention. The fascinating thing about human nature is our incredible ability to normalize our current situation no matter how far it strays from our true path. Like a frog in slowly heating water, we adjust to mediocrity until it becomes our comfort zone. But comfort is a silent killer of dreams, a thief of potential, a master of disguise that makes average feel acceptable. But here's the thing, you're not designed for average. You're not built for mediocrity. That discomfort you feel, that restlessness that keeps you up at night, it's not a malfunction, it's your internal GPS screaming that you're off course. Your body and mind are sending you signals, warning lights flashing on your personal dashboard, telling you it's time to make a change. Let's talk about what fixing yourself really means. This isn't about self-improvement as a hobby or personal development as a passing interest. This is about survival, emotional, spiritual, and sometimes even physical survival. This is about becoming the person you were meant to be before life, circumstances, and your own choices buried that person under layers of compromise and resignation. The first step in fixing yourself is brutal honesty. No more excuses, no more justifications, no more blaming circumstances or other people. Look at your life as it is right now, your health, your relationships, your career, your daily habits. Are they aligned with who you want to be? Or are they just comfortable compromises you've learned to live with? Your physical health is the foundation everything else builds upon. Look at how you treat your body. Are you fueling it with what it needs, or are you slowly poisoning it with poor choices? That extra weight isn't just about appearance, it's about vitality, energy, and longevity. Those nights of poor sleep aren't just making you tired, they're literally reshaping your brain, affecting your decisions, and dimming your potential. Your mental health is screaming for attention too. The anxiety you've normalized, the stress you've accepted as just part of life, the negative thought patterns you've allowed to become your default setting, they're not normal. They're not okay. They're warning signs that your internal system needs maintenance, needs upgrading, needs fixing before the damage becomes irreparable. Consider your relationships not just with others, but with yourself. How long have you been running from genuine connection? How many walls have you built under the guise of protection? The relationship patterns you're stuck in, the emotional unavailability you've mastered, the fear of vulnerability you justified, they're all symptoms of internal work left undone. Your career, is it really what you want or just what you settled for? That dream you had, that passion you abandoned, that potential you never fully expressed, it's still there waiting. But windows of opportunity don't stay open forever. The world moves on, life progresses, and opportunities that seem permanent today might be gone tomorrow. Let's talk about your daily habits, the small choices that, accumulated over time, create your life's trajectory. Every time you choose the easy way over the right way, every time you pick immediate comfort over long-term growth, you're not just making a momentary decision, you're shaping your future self. And that future self is being created right now, whether you're conscious of it or not. The digital distractions you've allowed to consume your time, the productive hours you've sacrificed to mindless scrolling, the real connections you've replaced with virtual ones, they're not just habits, they're choices. Choices that are either moving you toward who you want to be or keeping you stuck in who you've become. Your financial habits, are they setting you up for freedom or binding you to a future of limitation? The spending patterns you've normalized, the savings you've postponed, the investments in yourself you've delayed, they're all part of the fix that needs to happen before it's too late. The good news? It's not too late yet, but that yet is important. There's a window of opportunity right now, a moment in time where change is not just possible but essential. The universe is giving you signs, your body is giving you signals, your mind is giving you signals, your mind is giving you warnings. The question is, will you listen? Starting the fix isn't about massive, overnight transformations. It's about decisive, immediate action in the right direction. It's about making the choice right now in this moment to stop postponing your life's most important work, the work of becoming who you're meant to be. Begin with one change, just one. Maybe it's going to bed an hour earlier. Maybe it's replacing one unhealthy meal with a nutritious one. Maybe it's spending 15 minutes in genuine reflection instead of mindless distraction. One change, done consistently, creates a foundation for the next change, and the next, and the next, and the next. Your environment needs fixing too. Look around you, your physical space, your social circle, your information diet. Are they supporting your growth or enabling your stagnation? The people you spend time with, the content you consume, the spaces you occupy, they're either lifting you up or holding you down. There's no neutral ground. The fix requires courage to face uncomfortable truths, courage to make difficult decisions, courage to let go of what's familiar but harmful. It requires the courage to disappoint people who are invested in you staying the same. It requires the courage to outgrow relationships, situations, and versions of yourself that no longer serve your growth. Time is not your friend in this journey. Every day you wait is another day of momentum in the wrong direction, another day of habits becoming more ingrained, another day of potential slipping away. The cost of waiting isn't just the opportunity lost, it's the compound interest of negative patterns continuing to accumulate. Your energy is a finite resource, and right now it's either being invested in growth or wasted on maintenance of the status quo. The energy you spend justifying why you can't change is energy you could be using to actually change. The mental effort you put into explaining your limitations could be powering your transformation. The fix isn't just about eliminating negative patterns, it's about building positive ones. It's about creating new neural pathways, establishing new behavioral patterns, setting new standards for what you'll accept in your life. It's about building a new normal that aligns with your potential rather than your limitations. Consider your future self the person you'll be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. That person is being created by your choices right now. Every decision you make today is either making that future self's life easier or harder. Every habit you maintain or break is either expanding or limiting that person's possibilities. The fix requires a complete reassessment of your priorities. What's truly important? What deserves your time, energy, and focus? What needs to be eliminated to make room for what matters? These aren't just philosophical questions, they're practical decisions that need to be made now today before another day passes. Your emotional patterns need fixing too. The ways you react to stress, handle conflict, process disappointment, these are learned behaviors that can be unlearned and replaced with healthier alternatives. But this kind of deep rewiring takes time, which is why starting now is crucial. The fix isn't just about personal improvement, it's about impact. Every person you interact with is affected by either your growth or your stagnation. Your children learn from your examples, your friends are influenced by your standards, your community is shaped by your contributions or lack thereof. Remember this, the person you could become is watching you right now, hoping you'll make the right choice. That version of you, the healthy, fulfilled, impactful version, is waiting on the other side of your decision to change. But that version of you needs you to start now, today, this moment. The window of opportunity is open right now. Your awareness is peaked, your motivation is high, and the path forward is clear. The only question remaining is, will you take the first step? Will you begin the fix before it's too late? The choice is yours, but the time is now. Don't let another moment pass without taking action toward becoming who you're meant to be.